we've been talking a lot about prospecting and sales. And, in sales, it doesn't end after you have your first conversation. When it ends is when the money's in the bank and, the deal's closed and the customer's happy, they got what they needed. Now, in order to get to that point, what I noticed is nowadays there are so many decision makers in a determining factor of, approving a deal or approving something new within their organization. And usually, let's say you have two stakeholders. You have a business development rep and let's say an account executive who do all the back end closing and everything. When they have that initial meeting, or let's say it's like the third step and you've spoken to multiple stakeholders and it's decision time, after those video calls or meetings in person, what happens is there's a lot of information that just sits within your head. There's a lot of information that you try to basically send them off in a summary or a follow-up so that they can transfer that information within their organization to make a solid decision. Now, imagine being able to summarize the meeting you just had, tap into the key functionalities and points that they found important for their business, and say, feel free to send this to everybody in your organization who needs to make the decision. Now, not only does that become a more effective means of communicating where the person retains up to 72% more of that information comparing to the 20th percentile for text, but also you're able to track who's watched it. So a week from now, instead of you just checking in and saying, hey, have you sent those out yet? You can say, hey, I noticed you're the only person who rewatched it. Do you want me to reach out to them personally? Like, are you busy? Or maybe it didn't make sense. Did you want me to reword that video? So now you're adding value and you're shortening your deal cycles.